Love the game beyond the prize. We win and lose together. So, what if we lost it now? We will always make it up in the next game. This is episode 36 of Dream 100 Show. Welcome to Dream 100 Show, listener. I'm your host, Savitha Hosamane. Each week, we interview today's most successful and inspiring business owners with winning teams who had the courage to chase their dreams in spite of all their challenges. Or we go on to explore one aspect of evolving business owners cultivating their inner strengths for personal growth, which will impact business profits positively. Join us as we bring you everything that goes on in the minds of successful business owners during decision making process and gain insights to make smarter decisions. In this episode, we will be discussing about the 5 tips to use self-talk and boost work performance. So now let's understand what is self-talk. Self-talk is nothing but the dialogue which we have with our own selves. It is our internal dialogue. Self-talk is something which we are doing naturally throughout the day. To understand self-talk, visualize yourself standing in front of the mirror. So when you go and stand in front of the mirror, what is the kind of talk that goes on in your mind or the thoughts which enter into your mind? You look at your hair and then you say, okay, this is not in place. This has to be in this direction. And you start setting your hair. Then you look at your dress and there are certain dialogues which are going on inside, right? You look at each aspect of yourself and you say something to yourself. That is self-talk. Nowadays, people are becoming more and more aware of the kind of talk that is going on within our own selves. Because when it comes to self-talk, it can be a positive self-talk which is going on. Sometimes it can be a negative talk, and sometimes it is the instructional self-talk that we are doing with our own selves. Now, why is this self-talk so important? Self-talk, when it is positive, can be a powerful confidence booster as well as it improves our performance at work. Whereas when it is discouraging, it can be distressing to ourselves and it can have a negative impact not only with our co-workers or with our other relationships, but it also can affect our work performance. People who can master this positive self-talk are usually more confident, motivated, and they are productive. Now, let's take an example of positive self-talk and negative self-talk. Now, let's say in a situation wherein the entire team was working towards a deal. And in the meeting, because of something what you said, you might feel that the team lost out on the deal. So, what is the kind of talk that goes on in your mind at that time? If it is a negative self thought, you might even start feeling guilty, and the kind of thought that is going on in your mind might be something like this: my team lost because of me. I shouldn't have spoken this sentence, or I shouldn't have done that. Maybe things would have changed if I hadn't spoken then. Now that it's done, There is no point in blaming yourself by going over and over again with this kind of talk, right? Now, let's have a look at positive self thought. In positive self thought, even in the situation where the team might have lost the deal because of me, the thoughts which will go on in your mind is, yes, now let's look at the situations and the kind of communication that was done at that point of time. What went wrong? Let me look into the situations which led to us losing the deal. If required, I will make a call even to the persons whom we were talking to and understand what exactly went wrong. So we will start working upon it, and I will see to it that I will line up more leads and we will close more deals than what we lost. So you see, the same situation, we have two different kind of thoughts which are going on in our minds. Now let me give you one more example of negative self-thought, wherein in a game of sports, again you might feel that my team lost because of me. I didn't score well. Whereas if it is a positive self-thought, you tell yourself, love the game beyond the prize. We win and lose together. So, what if we lost it now? We will always make it up in the next game, right? And so, this is the kind of negative self thought and the positive self thought. And there is one more kind of self thought which is called as the instructional self talk. And this happens usually when we are learning a new skill, wherein we guide ourselves or motivate ourselves, where we keep telling ourselves, I need to focus better next time. I need to do this better. So these are the three kinds of self talk that we do with ourselves. And research indicates that whenever we are having a self talk, when we use you, it is far more constructive than using I. When you're talking with your own self, you tell yourself, you need to focus harder next time. Instead of saying, I wasn't focused enough, which is more destructive. So, according to research, it says that usage of you works wonders. So, let's start using you in our self talk. Now, let's have a look at the 5 tips which we are going to explore today to use self talk and boost our work performance. The first tip is that we have to identify negative self talk situations at work. Usually, when we are not able to meet our daily goals at work, check out what is the kind of talk that is going on in the mind. Is it negative or is it positive? Especially when one is writing the report, that is when we start pinpointing and we have the most negative self talk during those times. So anticipate that and just watch your thoughts during such situations wherein you feel that it was negative. So the first tip is that identify negative self talk situations. Wherever situations you feel that you are being more negative. The second tip is that whenever you are feeling low, immediately check your feelings. Just stop for a moment and watch the thoughts which are running in your mind. Is it positive thought? Is it negative thought? Or what is it that you are telling yourself at this point of time? If it is negative, where you feel that you are blaming yourself or you're doubting yourself, you're discouraging yourself, then immediately think of how you can reframe it and make it more positive. Just like in the situations, examples which we saw earlier. The third tip is that invite laughter during stressful situations, because laughter can actually relieve the stress and tension immediately. So, whenever you need that boost of positivity, start finding ways to laugh even in your workplace. You can immediately talk to a coworker who has a sense of humor, or you can read or listen to a joke, but see to it that at that particular moment, whenever you feel that you're stressed, take a moment out and see to it that you bring in laughter in that situation. Cultivating laughter meditation might also help, wherein you require those 1 minute kind of laughter. All right, now moving on to the fourth tip, always surround yourself with positive people. Because when you are with positive people, you start thinking and doing in the same way as these people are doing. So, find out who is the person who's more positive in your team and see to it that you spend time with these positive people around. And the fifth tip is that on your workstation, post positive affirmations, which will work as reminders. In case you're working from home, even at home, you can have positive affirmations on your desk. And where sometimes seeing these positive words or inspiring images can be good enough to bring you back on track and align yourself to positivity. Thereby, by following these guidelines, you will start becoming more positive and more confident. Let's summarize the 5 tips that we just discussed. The first tip is that identify situations which make you negative. Whenever you are feeling low, check your feelings and turn it around to positive in case if it is negative. The third tip is that invite laughter during stressful situations to relieve the tension. Fourth tip is that surround yourself with positive people around. Fifth tip, post positive affirmations on your work table. This will help you to boost your confidence and performance with positive self talk. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful listener and listening to these 5 tips of using self talk to boost your work performance. At a Dream 100 show, every week we interview either a successful business owner who has gone through this grind of challenges. And thereby, we have created a ebook wherein we will be sharing this ebook. If you rate and review our podcast and share a screenshot with us, we will mail this ebook to you immediately. So go ahead and rate and review Dream 100 Show podcast on Apple, Spotify, or on Google Podcasts or on Ghana, and then share the screenshot with us. We will mail you the ebook. You can mail to dream100@hasovan.com. We will be looking forward to your responses. Thank you so much. Never lose out on an opportunity to learn about cultivating your inner strengths on Dream 100 Show. We strongly believe that life is just a play. We win some, we lose some, we miss some, and we mess with some. So enjoy your journey and play to the fullest. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Dream 100 Show. And now make a smart decision of taking the next step towards building your trust and your dreams. Don't forget to subscribe to Dream 100 Show and leave a review on Apple Podcast. Share your biggest takeaways with us and follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. For more details, shoot an email to us. This is Savitha signing off and catch you soon in our next episode.